Good morning. This is Black Crow walking from Australia, bringing you a study of A Course of Love by Mari Perron. We're up to chapter 7, which is all about withholding, and verse 6, but I'm going to read just the last two sentences of the previous verse so that we can get the context. If you are just tuning in for the first time, feel free to watch any of the videos anytime, as it's a bit like opening a book randomly and getting the right message for you. So good to be here this morning, celebrating life with you once more in a new day. And we're breathing and we're our natural, authentic selves. Happiness, peace and freedom. Letting go of all the illusions and moving into just loving ourselves and loving each other. That's all you have to do. Easy peasy. All right. We're going to start with the harsh realities of the world may claim your body and your time, but this one piece of yourself that you have set aside, you allow it not to claim. This piece is held within your heart, and it is this piece with which we will now work. That was yesterday's. Verse 6. This is the peace that screams never to that which would beat you down. Life is seen as a constant taking away, and this you claim will never be taken from you. For those whose lives are threatened, it is called the will to live. For those whose identity is threatened, it is called the cry of the individual. For others, it is the call to create. And for still others, the call to love. Some will not give up hope to cynicism. Others label it ethics, morals, values, and say, this is the line I will never cross. It is the cry that says, I will not sell my soul. Wow, that's full on, isn't it? Okay, rejoice that there is something in this world that you will not bargain with, something you hold sacrosanct. What an interesting word. I like that word, sacrosanct. This is yourself. Yet, this self that you hold so dear that you will never let it go is precisely what you must be willing to freely give away. This is the only self that holds the light of you, the light of who you are in the truth, the self that is joined with the Christ in you. To this self is this appeal put forth. Let it be heard and held within your heart. Hold it joyously alongside what already occupies your heart. The love you set aside and the peace of yourself that you won't let go of, as you learn that what you give, you will receive in truth. You will see that what abides within your heart is all that is worthy of your giving and all you would receive. Okay, let's have a look at it. This is the peace that screams never to that which would beat you down. What beats you down? What has diminished you, molded you into some shape that they want you to be? Is it your work? Was it your family? Was it your education? Was it your friends? Did you get hooked up with certain people that influenced you and took away your innate sense of self. And made you into something that you were never meant to be. This piece that screams never to that which would beat you down. Life is seen as a constant taking away, and this, you claim, will never be taken from you. I remember in my first marriage, I lost the sense of romanticism. And it's very much a part of who I am, my innate beauty. And I lost it because my husband was never home. And every expression I tried to create within our marriage of romanticism was unappreciated or not acknowledged or not even happening because he just didn't come home. So for me, it's like that romantic side of me died. And one day I woke up and I so wanted it back. I so wanted to cook romantic dinners, to make love in the mountains, to swim together in a river, to walk hand in hand along a beach. All those beautiful things that are expressions of my creativity. And romance is a very big part of that expression. And it's somehow, it's like a light inside me. It's an expression of my creative love. And I let that die in my first marriage. And of course the marriage died. So life is seen as a constant taking away, and this, you claim, will never be taken away from you. And at that point I claimed that I would never let my romantic self die again. I reclaimed it, I took it back, and I dance with it, I play with it, I enjoy it. And I won't let anyone take it away from me again, or I won't let it die within me. So I understand what it means by that scream of never, never will you take that away from me again. And you probably have things in your life that you're screaming never about, that you're saying, no, you'll not take it from me. For those whose lives are threatened, it is called the will to live. And don't we? We have a very strong will to live. And we fight against anything that is trying to take away our will to live. Including sickness. It seems to be a fight against cancer, against any sort of sickness that comes in. And that fighting is not creating from a healthy place. It is resistance, it is struggle and survival, and way back down into the third dimension again, in the density of living. So, for those whose identity is threatened, it is called the cry of the individual. For others, it is the call to create. So when something is trying to diminish you, whether it is a person or a sickness, for others it is a call to create, and for still others a call to love. You may be called to love yourself in that moment of sickness. You may be called to love yourself in the moment of struggling against. And it may mean that you make a better choice for yourself. That you get out of that situation, create something better, much better. For those whose identity is threatened, it is called the cry of the individual. So what does that look like? What does it look like when you think you're an individual, when you're in your mind and you've created this personality that's larger than life, and you've created this job where you're getting all these accolades, and suddenly someone threatens that? And you're called back to love yourself. You're called back to look at your life and what you're creating. Some will not give up hope of cynicism to cynicism. Some will not give up hope to cynicism. Others label it ethics, morals, values, and say, "This is the line I will never cross." It is the cry that says, "I will not sell my soul." So it is like someone asking you to do something that you never in a million years would do. And yet they're asking you to cross the line, and your scream is never, never, never will I cross that line. I have morals, I have ethics, I have values. And asking me to do that is going against my own values. So I will not sell my soul, you cry. I will not sell my soul. Rejoice that there is something in this world that you will not bargain with. Something you hold sacrosanct, sacred. What is it you're holding sacred? What is it about you that you're holding sacred? It's a good question, isn't it? It's a question that I'd like to sit with today. What is it about me that I'm holding sacred? This is yourself. Yet this self that you hold so dear that you will never let it go is precisely what you must be willing to freely give away. If you are holding the concept of self as your personality, or what you do, or who you are in the world, your identity, your labels, your roles in life, if you're holding them as what is so dear to you, you must be willing to give it away. You can't take it with you when you die anyway. So what's the point of focusing on that as the be-all and end-all, whereas in actual fact it's not who you are? So in order to find who you are, you have to give it away. You have to give away all those identifications. This is the only self that holds the light of who you are in truth, a self that is joined with the Christ in you. You are love. You are formless. Without identity, you can't take your identity with you. If your identity is built on what you do, well, I'm sorry, but when you die, you can't take that with you. Oh dear. We're funny beings, aren't we? To this self is this appeal put forth. Let it be heard and held within your heart. Hold it joyously alongside that what occupies hold it joyously alongside what already occupies your heart, and the love you set aside and the peace of yourself that you won't let go, as you learn that what you give you will receive. You will see that what abides within your heart is all that is worthy of giving, and all you would receive. So setting aside now, letting go of, Never. I will never let go of the fact that I am. All right, so let go. Just right now, let go. Let go, go on. Let go of your personality. Let go of your individualization. Let go of your role as mother, father, boss, worker, entrepreneur, spiritual being. Let go. Let go. Oh, I can feel the struggle already. You're pulling against. You've got resistance happening. Stop it. And just let go of those things. They're not the truth. They are illusion. They are what you created to play in this world. That's all. They're just part of your play. The truth is you are a formless, loving being. And as you abide in that truth, oh, isn't abide a lovely word? As you dwell in that truth, as you dwell in the truth that you are formless love in everything and everyone. There are no boundaries to your energy, no borders. You are everywhere, for you are this formless love. That is the truth. And as you experience that truth, you get more of that truth. As you give the love that is inside you, inside this physical form, as you give that love out into the world, as you offer it to every person that you come in contact, as you give, you will receive in return. As you give truth, you receive truth. As you give love, you receive love. This is all that is worthy of your giving, and all you will receive. Well, isn't that exciting? You don't have to effort today to be someone. You just have to love. No effort at all. Just love them. Whatever they're doing. Stay out of judgment today, darlings. Stay out of opinions and perceptions. And just be in the seat of observation, loving. Just loving everything. Celebrating life in whatever way it presents itself to you. No resistance. Let go of your roles. And just be present with loving in all that you do. Remember that I love you. Yep, you're loved. Because you are love. And so am I. I join my heart with your heart today. Just as I join my heart with the heart of love. The heart of divinity. Blessings on your day. Bye for now.